Could there be a better way to fly to Alaska than with Alaska Airlines, which has consistently been ranked as the best operated airline in the United States? So when we decided to do an Alaska cruise and land tour, there was no question about how we get there. Join me on this trip report as I take you through every aspect of our flight experience from Seattle to Fairbanks with Alaska Airlines, from the lounge to the seats, the food, as well as the in-flight entertainment. You'll get a full picture to help you decide if this is a journey you would like to make too. And the cherry on top, we'll be traveling in first class, which surprisingly doesn't cost that much more, but more on that later. For now, sit back, buckle up, and enjoy the ride. Let's go! Hi fellow travelers, it's Ken from Ken Travel 360. Welcome to Seattle Airport, where we're about to check in for our flight to Fairbanks. We flew here a couple of days ago on British Airways, and we spent yesterday exploring the sights of Seattle. We've bought a separate ticket from Alaska Airlines to fly from Seattle to Fairbanks. Let me explain why. Alaska Airlines has 3 or 4 flights a day from Seattle to Fairbanks. If you connect directly from another flight, you will be on the second or third flight of the day, which are more expensive due to higher demand. As the morning flight departs at 7:30 in the morning, there is not much connection traffic, and as a result, it's much cheaper. It may surprise you that the first class ticket on the morning flight was actually priced cheaper than the economy tickets on the later flights. And the bonus was, of course, visiting Seattle again. We do have some bags to check in, so let's get that done first. Now, if you have any One World Elite status, then you get your first 2 bags free. Otherwise, it costs $35 for your first bag and $45 for your second. If you don't have elite status and you have bags to check in, then you may consider purchasing a first class ticket instead, as it includes 2 complimentary bags, and sometimes the ticket price may not be that much higher. Right, we just got full security, so let's head to the Alaska Lounge, as we haven't had breakfast yet. There are 3 Alaska Airlines lounges at Seattle Airport, located at concourses C, D, as well as North Satellite N. The best one is the one at the North Satellite, so we're here now. The lounge is on the mezzanine level above gate N13 to 18. This Alaska Lounge at the North Satellite is the largest one in its entire network, spanning an impressive 15,800 square feet.
Got it, thank you.
Thank you. When you enter, the first thing you will notice is all these floor-to-ceiling windows throughout the lounge, which means there are great views across the apron all round. As you step inside, you'll notice that the lounge is divided into 3 zones. To your left, you'll find a spacious area dedicated to relaxation and unwinding. This area has a cozy fireplace with lots of different seating, couches, benches, tables, etc. Many of them are positioned by the windows, so you can enjoy the view of the apron and the runway. A lot of seats in the lounge have charging outlets, so you can keep all your gadgets charged up. It may be a bit early in the morning, but let's check out the bar next. Unlike Emerald's Club, you will find a good selection of complimentary beer, wine and liquor, and not just generic stuff. They offer some local brands as well. There are also some premium drinks that could be purchased. What's particularly refreshing is the lounge no tipping policy, ensuring a stress-free experience here. For those looking to stay away from alcohol, they have a Coke freestyle machine, an espresso machine, some drip Starbucks coffee. However, for a great cup of coffee, you could just ask the barista to make you one. It might be 6 in the morning, but we decided to try some of the sparkling wine, as I was keen to find out how it's tasted. It's quite sweet. Next, we'll check out the food. By the way, this is the dining area with a variety of seating options, from dining tables to communal tables and booths. The lounge has a buffet which is located just right to the entrance. Since it's early morning, the lounge is serving breakfast. They have yogurt, fruits, granola, as well as hard-boiled eggs, cheese, salami, and oatmeal here. They also had scrambled eggs during breakfast hours, and they tasted alright. Now, I'm not usually a pancake person, but who could resist trying the famous Alaska Airlines pancake printer? And it's not just about the novelty. The pancakes are actually delicious, made from a custom mix with fresh and natural ingredients. The best thing about the lounge though, particularly if you are an aviation enthusiast, is the stunning views of the apron and one-way offered by these floor-to-ceiling windows, which also flood the whole lounge space with natural light, making it an inviting and vibrant spot to relax and play watch. Overall, the food quality is acceptable. It's more akin to the breakfast served at a Hampton by Hilton or Holiday Inn Express. There's nothing wrong, but nothing spectacular either. There's no showers available in this lounge, which mostly makes sense because the route network of Alaska Airlines. Overall, as a US lounge, this is reasonably good. It's not quite the same level as a United Polaris Club or AA Flagship Lounge, but those target quite a different market. Right, it's time now to get to our gate to board our flight. Right, our flight is actually departing from gate C15. Since we just used the lounge at the end gate, we need to take this transit back to the C gate. Boarding our Alaska flight. Our flight is operated by a Boeing 737-900. Right, before you get alarmed, this is not the same type of aircraft as Boeing 737 MAX 9. The one where a piece of the fuselage fell off the Alaska jet back in January. The 737-900 is actually from the previous generation of 737 aircraft that came before the MAX family, and is a different aircraft type from the 737 MAX 9. Our seats are 2A and 2C. I've chosen the port side, and I think this side offers some really stunning views. We shall see. There are 16 seats in the first class cabin, with 4 rows of seats in a 2-2 configuration. The seat is kind of a standard US first class seat. It doesn't convert to a flat bed, but it does boast a seat pitch of 41 inches, which is quite generous and is better than most US airlines. Power outlets are available underneath the central armrest, and they are both USB-A as well as electrical sockets. The overhead bins are large, so bags could be put sideways, and this means more bags can be accommodated. Well, after boarding has been completed, they went around and offered people a drink. It was either water or coffee, so we got a cup of water. While we're waiting to take off, I would like to ask you to support the channel by giving this video a thumbs up. This will help spread the video to more viewers. And while we're at it, hit the subscribe button below to stay updated on all our upcoming travels and experiences. After a long taxiing, we finally reached the runway, and it was time for takeoff. If you are hoping to catch an aerial view of Seattle and the Space Needle, make sure to sit on the right-hand side. Since we chose to sit on the left, we missed that iconic sight, but our views weren't too shabby either. We enjoyed a stunning vista of the Puget Sound and the islands surrounding Seattle. And oh, the Interstate 5 too. Soon, our plane crossed the border into Canada. Before long, we could see the snowy peaks of the Canadian Rockies, although the clouds were definitely starting to build up. It's quite cloudy, so let me show you what we got for beverage first. I asked for sparkling wine, and I was given a can, a can of waterproof root bubbles. Let's see how it tastes like. Hmm. All I can say is it's about the same level as the fruit they serve in the lounge, and that's not a compliment. Right, I decided that I didn't really care for that sparkling wine, so I ordered some Coke Zero, but with this hazelnut vodka. I wonder how it will taste like mixing these two. Hmm, interesting. Makes, makes me think of vanilla
What they
Coke.
gave me was a cup of coffee and a couple of bottles of stuff. This is vodka with coffee-infused vodka, and this is like a Bailey's. So some of that in here, and it's absolutely gorgeous.
Right, as you can see, Alaska does not have screen at the seat back, but instead they offer a library of movies and TV shows that you can stream for free to your device. Wi-Fi is also available, free for messaging, and $8 for a full flight streaming pass. For me, the stunning scenery outside is far more captivating than anything offered on their streaming entertainment service. After all, how often do I get to see these incredible views compared to movies and TV shows, which I can watch anytime? That said, I do prefer when there's a screen on the seat's back. It's just much less fiddly than watching on a small smartphone screen. What about you? Do you feel the same? Leave a comment below to let me know. Right, it's time for our in-flight meal, the breakfast now. You can actually pre-order your meal 2 weeks before your flights. Doing so will guarantee your choice of meal. We did that and we pre-ordered the egg and chicken chorizo. This is our meal. Have a look. It looks quite good. As we are approaching Fairbanks and starts descending, it's time to have a summary. Overall, it's been a great flight. Is the extra comfort in the first class worth the extra money? That's subjective, of course, but I found the experience thoroughly enjoyable. The extra seat pitch made a significant difference, and it also provides 40 tier points towards our quest to regain BA Executive Club Gold status. The food was wholesome and rather delicious, and the egg and chicken chorizo in particular was probably one of the better breakfasts I've had on a plane. But the best thing about flying with Alaska Airlines has to be their flight attendants. They were incredibly attentive and took great care of us. Nothing was too much trouble. When we didn't like the sparkling wine, no problem. They quickly brought us another drink. And it's not just the flight attendants who were wonderful. The staff at the Alaska Lounge in Seattle were some of the friendliest I've encountered in the US. All in all, I highly recommend flying with Alaska Airlines. They offer great prices for their flights, and for a bit extra, I suggest booking in the first class. Particularly, you'll get allowance of 2 bags to check in. You'll also get a better seat, delicious food, and drinks included. After just over 3 hours of flight, we were ready to land. We were so excited, as this marked the beginning of our 2-week adventure in Alaska. We'll be riding the legendary Alaska Railroad to visit Denali National Park, as well as taking an inside passage cruise on Princess to appreciate the coastal beauty. So be sure to subscribe so you don't miss the next episodes of our adventures in Alaska. Until next time, happy travels! Well, welcome to Alaska. We just landed.